Why, hello. How are you? So I'm trying doing this in landscape now, but it's weirding me out. Because I'm here, the camera's over here, and I always find it really hard to look at the camera instead of, like, my face. Because looking at my face, it's more like I'm talking to someone, whereas looking at the camera, I'm talking to a little hole. So hi! How are you? I thought we would do a quick video on the ABCs of paganism. Letter C. C. I wanted to talk about casting a circle for this one, is what I decided on. Specifically, casting a circle in your way. So, before we get into it, I am Sage. Hi, welcome back. Welcome for the first time. Thank you for being here. My nails are just all kinds of fun right now. You can't even see the other hand because it's holding the camera. I was playing around with a glitter, like, nail top coat I got. So I was, like, putting it over all kinds of colors. So, like, my thumb has it over red. This is over, like, a gunmetal. This is over, like, an, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but it's over, like, an iridescent kind of duochrome. This is over, like, a really light silver. And then you might be able to tell that that's blue. Nah, it's not going to focus. It's fine. It's fine. It's a cell phone camera, let's be real. And while it is a Samsung Galaxy, I forgot for a moment, S7, the front camera is not as good as the back camera. But if I film with the back camera, then I don't know if I'm in frame. Like ever. Like I could be like this for the whole video. And I wouldn't know. So... you make do with what you have, right? That's what you do. Okay. So let's talk about casting a circle. A lot of witches do it. There are some paths that it's like truly part of. Like Wicca is pretty big on circle casting. But unless you're following a path that directly says, like, you have to cast a circle or you have to cast it in this way, casting a circle is not that big a deal. It's do it if you want. Don't do it if you don't want it. Do it when you want it. Do it how you want it. That's it. So, in general, when we say casting a circle, we call in the four quarters, the four directions, and the elements associated with them. So typically that's east is air, south is fire, west is water, and north is earth, okay? Now how fancy you get with this is all on you. Some people like to lay down a physical circle. They might use, there's a plane flying over, not a flame flying over, okay. I actually do like the idea of laying out like a big circle on the floor, but who's got the space for that? I don't. I live in a one-bedroom apartment with a husband and 2 cats. It's not gonna work. But I do like the idea of, like, putting down a circle of seashells or salt if I was somewhere where I could do that. Or, you know, I'm not vacuuming that up on the carpet. Excuse me, still getting over my bronchitis. So, some people like to do a physical circle in some way. And then you remain in that circle for your magical working, which we're going to talk about what kind of magical workings in a moment. First, we're talking about the actual circle. Some people may not lay out a physical circle, but they will walk a physical circle of the area that they're going to be in, as they call the circle. That's cool too. Some people just visualize it all in their mind, and I have done that technique many times. You can verbally say it out loud, or you can just say it in your mind, but you can just visualize it all in your mind. You don't have to have any tools. I actually like to just, like, spin my chair, because, like, I know, first of all, I'm sitting at my computer desk. To my left is my altar. See? Altar. This is where I spend most of my time. So for me, I know facing this way is north. I know this way is east. I know facing this way is south. And facing my altar is west. So I will literally just spin in my chair when I'm casting my circle, if I cast one. So there's a variety of methods to use. Do not think you just have to use one method. Now, as far as when to cast a circle, this is completely up to you too. Some people never cast circles, and that's fine. It depends on what casting a circle means to you. To me, casting a circle is like making a bigger deal of this working I'm doing. So I've cast a circle for a lot of different types of things. Sometimes if I just really want to do a deep meditation to work on, I don't know, maybe something really deep, I might cast a circle. I'm not going to cast a circle every time I meditate, because I meditate daily for the most part. I try to. So some people may do it to cast a spell. Some people may do it to do, a ritual, like a full moon ritual or something. I do tend to cast a circle if I'm doing like an Esbat ritual, like a full moon or new moon. I just feel like it lends more importance to it. Like this is a bigger deal than my normal daily magic activities. That's really how I look at it. If what I'm doing is bigger than my normal, like more important than my normal, like, I don't know, a bigger deal, I might cast a circle. But for me, I never say, okay, I always cast circles at rituals. What I will do is while I'm planning my magic working, it might just kind of pop in my head and go, hey, I should cast a circle for this. Or even when I'm like sitting down to about start it, I might think of that. And if I do, that's what I'll do. It's not that big a deal. Now, as far as calling in the quarters, how do you do that? How do you call in the 4 directions, the 4 elements? Again, completely up to you. In general, it is accepted that you should go in a clockwise to cast the circle and a counterclockwise to finish. But really do what works for you. Traditionally, a lot of people will start at the east air. I do that out of habit because that's how I learned it, but not because I feel like I should start at air. You know what I mean? So do what feels right for you. There is a YouTuber. Ooh, I had planned on getting this ahead of time, and I forgot. Damn. There is a YouTuber that I watched recently, that she likes to streamline all of her processes. She's not big on like just a whole bunch of fanfare and stuff. And I loved this idea. What she does to cast a circle is she literally does it in one move. She stands and she does this twirl. That's it, circle cast. It takes like 30 seconds. And I thought that was an amazing idea. Also, I think it's amazing because it's based on a video game that I adore. I will find that video and link it below for you. I can't even remember her channel name right now, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I'll probably edit it in, put a little text on the screen and let you know. But I'll put a link in the description box because I loved her talk of how she casts the circle. It was beautiful. She demonstrated it too. Absolutely beautiful. So everybody casts circles in different ways. When you're actually calling the quarters, like the way she did it, she didn't even call in individual quarters really because she just did like this spin and it's done. You can, as far as calling them, if it's something you want to do, it can be anything from a simple, air, come be here, assist me, please. Be nice about it, don't be demanding. You can use representations and call on those. So like for air, you might call on the sylphs, sylphs of the air. For fire, you could call on salamanders or basilisks, or I actually use dragons for fire sometimes. For water, undines and mermaids and things like that. For earth, the most traditional I've heard when I was first becoming a witch was gnomes. Gnomes aren't my thing though. I usually use dryads because dryads to me are tree spirits. And to me that's very earthy, so it feels better for me than gnomes, which makes me think of video games like World of Warcraft that have gnomes in them, and I can't take that seriously. Or like the little red gnomes you put in your yard, or like was it Travelocity that had the traveling gnome? Yeah, I can't take gnomes seriously is what I'm saying. But there's just so many other ways. You could use animals, okay? Animals like wolf and bear and deer and large animals could be like earth. Water could be like a dolphin, a seahorse, a crab, a fish, a goldfish, whatever you want. Fire could be, what do we usually use for fire for animals? A snake, I think, is a representation of fire. I'm a little iffy on the fire because I usually just go with dragon myself. Things that live in the desert, so lizards, that would be good. And then for air, anything that flies, right? A raven, an eagle, an owl. And some people would move some of those around. Like somebody might say the owl represents wisdom and intuition, so put it in water or something, or I don't know. Everybody's different. You can also cast a circle using archangels for the quarters. There is an archangel that represents each of the elements. So if you're going to go that route, which I do sometimes, east air is Raphael, south fire is Michael, west water is Gabriel, and north earth is Uriel. As you can see, I like point because in my head, to keep it straight, I need to, all right, here's my directions. So, sorry. So yeah, there's so many. And then the language you use. The language you use can drastically differ, okay? You could keep it simple, you could keep it flowery. It's on you, right? What type of personality are you? So like, for example, here's one from the book Witch by Lisa Lister. When she invokes air, she says, she says, first I turn to the east in the element of air. I invite you to blow out the old and bring in the new. Help us to allow the winds of change and not resist them. So you can get very like flowy with your wording if that's your thing. Say what it is you want this element to help you with. I've actually been doing that a bit in meditation recently because for me, I'm someone that balance is incredibly important. So if someone asks me what's my favorite element or what element am I most in tune with, I hate that question. Because while I have an answer, I hate that I have an answer. I don't want to have one element above the others. I want them all in balance. That's what I strive for. It's just me and my personality. I don't know why. I'm not like a Libra. I'm a Gemini with a Taurus moon and a Virgo rising and a whole bunch of other stuff in my chart. As we all are. We all have a bunch of stuff in our charts. Anyway, the point is, I like balance. So I've been working with the elements in meditations recently, just asking them to come in and assist me in getting a better balance in my elemental personality, traits that go along with each of the elementals and that kind of thing. So you can be as wordy, flowy as you want. You can be as simple as you want. I'm going to pause for a moment because my phone is almost out of storage. So I'm going to pause and pull this video off and start the second part. For you, it will be all of a second. Bye. Alright, we're good. We're back. Sorry. For me, that was like 10 minutes because my computer was being stupid too. So, Okay, so what I was talking about was wording. So I actually found one I printed out. And yes, do not think you have to have all this crap memorized. I don't mean crap disrespectfully. I mean, it's just a bunch of like words. You don't have to have that memorized, alright? Hang on. I gotta put my computer back in sleep. I forgot. I had to put it back online to transfer the file over. Okay. I literally have mine typed and printed. Okay? So if you need to do it, do it. But like here's an example of adding like purposes for each of the elements. So I call upon the sylphs of air to bring wisdom this night and watch over this circle. I call upon the dragons of fire to awaken my passion, unleash my desires, and watch over this circle, etc., etc. And I have one for the archangels too. Hold up. So you can go into like what they're known for. So like I call on Archangel Raphael, Angel of the East, Light Bearer, and Divine Healer. I call you here to guard and protect this space. I call on Archangel Michael, Angel of the South, Angel of Justice, Valor, and Strength. I call you here to guard and protect this sacred space. So in this one, what I'm calling them for is the same, to guard and protect the space. But just going into like a little bit about them, you know, Gabriel, protector of women and children, Uriel, angel of magic and dreams. So, that's always fun. What I suggest, because I know when you're new, to have someone tell you write your own is overwhelming. You're like, I don't even know where to begin, right? So here's what I suggest. I suggest you either Google casting a circle, because you will get results. If it's not quite what you want, put in like pagan or witch or Wicca with that search too. Or any sort of like witchcraft, Wicca like 101 type book is going to have circle casting in it, okay? So get one of those. Find one that you like, okay? If you're like me and there's no way you can memorize all of this, print it out. Use it a few times. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What do you wish you was in it? What do you feel kind of awkward about in the wording? Like for me, in this one I call on. In this one I call upon. The thing is, when I read, because I read a lot of witchcraft books when I started, I call upon is like what I see in a lot of books. So it's what I used, but I'm not a fan of that wording. Like, I call upon. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of like older style wording, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of pagans or Wiccans or witches like to say merry meet, and that drives me crazy. I personally do not like that phrase at all. It's awkward to me, and it sounds like it's from like 1,000 years ago or something. I don't know. And I could be wrong, and you might be mad at me for saying that, but we're all different. So, when you're doing it, you know, you do your circle casting a few times with that particular wording, just like make notes. Make notes and change things. Write on it. And then rewrite it and, you know, figure out what you like. Do you want to call in animals? Is that what you're like, you know, most attached to? Or do you just like the elements in general? Do you even want to call in a representation of each element, or do you just want to say the elements? You know, it's completely up to you how you do that. Typically, you're going to call on a deity of some sort next, but you certainly don't have to. You can use a general god and goddess. You can use deities you feel close to. All kinds of stuff there. And then when you close your circle, you thank all of these people for being here. I have never liked saying, you know, you're dismissed or you can go, because I feel like that's up to them. What if they want to hang around, you know? What if the mermaids want to hang around a little bit? I'm cool with that. So I haven't figured out how I want to say that. I really haven't, and I've been a witch for 10 years. I usually will say something like, you know, thanks for being here, bye if that's what you want to do, or something like that. Like, I'm not going to command them to leave. And I have seen some wordings, actually, this angel wording is one I got online. And it says, like, I release you in perfect love and perfect trust. And it's very nice, the perfect love and perfect trust, but I don't like the I release you part. Because that's like I'm holding them here somehow. And they're more powerful than me. Pretty certain if they wanted to leave, they could leave, right? Yeah. So I don't like the wording of, like, I release you. And some people will say, you know, farewell. Again, I'm not a fan of farewell. It's just not me. I'm more casual in my speech. So just figure out what works for you. Find one you like online. I got a couple of them. and then change it up after you've done it a few times. You'll get a feel for like what you like and what you don't. I mean, that's really it. And then as far as when you want to cast one, you're just going to have to learn that on your own. Try it for different things and see how it feels to you. It's never wrong to cast a circle, okay? And I would also say it's never wrong to not cast a circle. Circles can be used for protection too, so if you hopefully are not doing anything dangerous, a circle might be a good idea. But just your general normal magic workings, you probably don't need it. But you can use it. There's nothing wrong with using it. So do what you will. Find something that works for you. Just find something you like to start as a base. Go from there. That's my recommendation. Okay? That's only if you even want to cast a circle. I went for quite a while where I never cast circles because I just felt like it was just too much ceremony. And I'm more of a, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Alright, I am going to let you all go. I still don't know what I'm doing for D. For the ABCs of Paganism. I mean, I could do divination. I could do deity. What else? Dragons. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am Sage again. You'll see me as Angela Sage on a lot of my social media. Because Sage is my magic name, my witchy name. So I will see you in my next video. I think I've said that 3 times now. I need to get like words specifically that I want to say at the sort of outro every time. That way I don't just keep repeating myself, because that's my problem. I just keep repeating myself. So, whatever. I'll get better. Love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, life. And I'll see you next time.